Good morning. Happy opt-outside day. I am doing the Boo Hoff in La Quinta Cove. And if I were to take the entire loop, it would be 12 miles. But the beginning and the end is nothing but mostly hiking through sand. And it is not fun. I'm taking a quick break in what little shade I found. It's not hot today, but it feels, as soon as you hit the sun, it feels warm. I think the high today is supposed to be in the mid-70s, so it's probably in the 60s right now. And I'm all comfortable except for where my pack is up against my body. I'm really hot. But that's one of the shortfalls of the ULA pack. I suffer from swamp back every time I use it. There's just no space back there. But if you notice something else new back here, you see that? It's a Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch pad. People use it to sleep. I'm going to slowly get moving again. People use it to sleep on. I'm not doing that because obviously I need a lot more padding on my old hips. But I saw there was a vlogger this past year called Leon. I believe his last name was Graham, so I could be wrong. But Leon's trail name was Silver for a while, and then he changed it back to Leon. And he was he was a very sarcastic Aussie. I loved him. Most of his vlogs were him complaining about something, which is funny. But you did get to see some of the trail too. He made it all the way. But he did a really long gear video at the very end, like 45 minutes, and he was talking about the Gossamer Gear pad. I'm like, dude, what I have right now was like a Thermarest Z Light cut half or something like that. But the whole pad weighs less than that. And I am going to cut it, like probably cut a third off of it and then just fold it in half and use it as a sit pad. So I can shave a few ounces off. It's really inexpensive. Oh my gosh, walking in sand sucks. But that's a new improvement on the gear. I'll show you more of it, possibly in this video. But if this video ends up too long, maybe in a different video. I don't know if you noticed, but it also took up a lot less space on top of my pack too. It's more compact. So lots of wins with that. Now I won't use it as a sleep pad, but I do like to use like a sit pad or like a doormat in front of my tent. So when I'm sitting it up or kneeling, I'm not kneeling directly on the ground and busting my knees up more. I've got a little padding right there. So more on the trail. Basically what I'm going to do, the first 3 miles is all uphill. I don't know if you can consider it gradual or not. It gains about, I want to say 1,300 over 3 miles. 12 or 1,300. And then from that point it starts dropping down the other side. Now, I want to do more than a 6-mile hike, so I'll do the 3 miles, obviously. I prefer to do like an 8-mile to 10-mile hike, depending on how I feel. So, obviously, up to mile 5, that'll be downhill after the 3 miles. But then I got to turn around and come back. So I have to just judge it on how I'm feeling. And the sand sucks your energy, but I'm almost through that. Right now I am, but I know there's a little section up ahead that has some sand. But it's not too long, not like that. Not like behind me. Phew, thank goodness, a breeze kicked up finally. I've been sweating like a stuck pig for being as cool as it's supposed to be. I think I wore the wrong shirt. It's my Silver Ridge shirt, but I thought that would be fine, but I'm actually hot in it. Could have been better, slightly better off in short sleeves. Oh well. Oh my gosh, shade. Ooh. So my weight on my pack is not my full pack, but close. I took a few items of gear out, and when you combine the 2.5 liters of water I brought, along with some food, it's a little bit over 20 pounds. But it doesn't feel heavy at all. It's just close. I finally, because I'm sweating so much, I had some electrolyte stuff that I poured in there. Because one of my calves was already starting to cramp. I'm like, no, not yet. We have a long way to go. Could be the walking on sand that did it too, but I kind of know. Looky. Officially to the, I don't know if you can see it, the little metal sign that says Boo Hoff. There it is, right there. Yay. From here it gets steep for a little while, and then is a little bit more mellower with elevation gain. Oh boy, here we go. Slowly making progress. Just wanted to show you where I came from. It's the valley. It's like Lakinta and probably part of Indio as well. See those water towers out there? See that little hill, mountain behind that? That's where I'm parked on the other side of that. So I came up there, came up the wash. I kind of climbed up and just have been climbing up ever since. And it's pretty steep from the wash right up to here. Yeah, it's no fun. That's all right. It's good practice. Looks like I'm going on top of this, and I'm not sure what's on the other side of that. I'll find out momentarily. Here's our good old friend in the middle there. San Jacinto poking its head up. Ever dominant in the valley. I'm telling you, this thing is not, it doesn't look steep, but it's steep in points. It's pretty brutal uphill. On par with the bump and grind, if not a little worse. Except you get a few sections of gradual uphill here. You really don't get that on the bump and grind. It's like gradual uphill and then straight up here. Just listening to how quiet it is up here, and I heard voices. Let me see if I can find them on the Zoom. I don't know if you can see the people walking down there. You can see them with the naked eye, but it's just hard to see when you're zoomed in. Looks like they're there with a dog. Something small following them. Anyways, they're quite a ways down there, but I heard them talking all the way up here, the way it echoes. The only thing else you can hear is like an airplane going above. And the occasional fly bombing me. Alright, still going uphill. I thought by now I'd hit the top, because it looks like it's close to 3 miles, but I'm not positive. I don't have any kind of a mile tracker on me. My GPS I have not activated yet, so I'm not sure how far I am from the top. I'm not going to get my hopes up that that's the top, because there's always a false summit. So I see the trail winds up and goes somewhere, I'm assuming up. And maybe that's the top part. I don't know. I am so beat. Yeah, uphill so slows me down. I'm going to keep going till about 10:30, which is another 45 minutes from now, and get as far as I can get. and then I'll turn around. I'm going to try to find a nice spot to stop and snack. I'd prefer it if it was up on top, because then I could have this beautiful view. But we'll see. I love how those... That must... Not that there's ever water up here, but see that crevice? That would be a beautiful waterfall. Crevice. These are pretty. They're like naturally occurring. I want to say they're blue agave here in the desert, similar to what I planted in my front yard, except these are wild. I'm close to the top finally, I think. It's going to switch back there, switch back there, switch back there, and switch back one more time, I think. And I believe that's the top. Please be the top. I still have a half an hour before I have to turn around, so I'll definitely make it to the top. But I'd like to make it a little bit longer, a little bit further. But if I only make it to the top and come right back down, that's going to only be a 6-mile hike. Of course, the first 3 miles are brutal, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what my legs are feeling like. So the trail did not cut that way, as I thought it would. It turned to the right. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. There it is right there. Like, where does it go? Is it gonna cut up around there? At some point, it's supposed to turn to the left, but I have no idea where I'm at. I know I'm on the right trail, I just don't know how far along I am. Whew. Alright, it's a hair past 10:30 and I'm calling it. I think that's the top right there, but I did pass up a group of 3 people who said that's close to the top, so it's even further. Like, oh my god, how much further can this get? I want to show you how high I am. And I don't mean in that way. We do a little 360. That's out towards the Salton Sea. It's Coachella behind me, and Indio, and Mecca, etc., etc. I'm taller than that mountain. I'm higher than that mountain over there. See La Quinta behind me, all of it. Probably parts of Palm Desert, Bermuda Dunes. In those mountains, those little mountains behind me, that I'm almost as tall as that highest peak. On the other side of that is more of Palm Desert, and the living deserts on the other side of that. I think that's Mount Eisenhower, the one right behind me, but I could be wrong. You can see, just to the left of that, you can see Mount San Gorgonio, way in the distance. And then San Jacinto, a little bit closer. And then just, the Santa Rosas that I'm hiking up through. Yeah, but the view of, it's definitely the highest I've been in the cove, definitely. And I'm feeling every bit of it. I'm about to sit down here in this natural little stone chair and have a little snack and then start winding my way back down. So I have to ask. I picked this up down, there was like a vein of quartz running through the area. And it was like, I don't know if you could see the colors on this. It's like sherbet orange and then white quartz. It's almost like a salmon color, but I'm like, it's not rose quartz. What is that? Thank you, Trail, for providing me the perfect seat with a backrest. That was a very nice place to stop and have a snack. All right, now I'm going to start the long slog back down. I see somebody in a white shirt way down there. Taking a break. Just chilling. All right, let's get going. This should be the easy part though, folks. It's almost completely 100% downhill or level. And once again, my trekking pole saved me from face planting. I was coming down and it wasn't a particularly steep portion, and I stepped and my ankle torqued, but to the inside, which is weird. Usually it doesn't happen like that, but unexpected. And I'm like, derp! So I thought I was gonna go down, but again, planted the poles, they caught me. They do that a lot. They save me a lot. Oh, I didn't see this coming up. This is the fun stuff you find in the desert when you're out on hikes. Usually it's like a random car part or random like a newspaper dispenser. I find a lot of weird stuff. But this is an old, that's old. Here, let me switch the camera around and show you. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm trying not to face plant on the way back down. Here, okay. I don't know. I don't think it's a VW van. Some kind of van type of vehicle. Yeah. I want to know how the heck they got it out here. It's not like it would be easy to drive it up the trails. Even if there was a trail at that time. Probably was, but how do you... That person pushed it, or however they crashed it, went straight down here. So they had to get up here. Unless that was one heck of a 4x4. Man, if I had the energy, look, the front seats are still intact down there too. Oops, sorry about the notification sounds. But yeah, they would have had to somehow driven it up from the base of the wash and then just obviously crash it. I'm not sure how that could have happened, but they managed it somehow. So I always say I like downhill. Of course I like downhill, because I have a rough time with uphills, but man, there's certain downhills like that. Because it is so steep going up, it's steep going down. It's like, I have tied my shoes in a heel lock for the Keens, which are a little bit different than a heel lock on a tenny. And I'm still, obviously they're not tight enough because I'm still slipping forward. I can feel one of my toes hitting the top of my shoe on those downhills. And that usually doesn't happen to me, but it's just, it was a bit too steep and my heel lock is not tight enough. Now it's pretty much cruising all the way back, except when we hit the deep sand. That's gonna suck. Yeah, I think I'm going to not do the gear part of the video because I have a feeling this is going to be long. It just feels like it. I'll save that for another time. But I'm in the home stretch. I think I have 1 more mile to go until I'm back to the car. Hooray! Now I'm in the sandy section. My favorite. So I'm actually carrying on full-on conversations on Facebook as I'm walking down because I have a signal. Anyways, some people are like, oh, you should come hike with me or hike in this certain area. And God, I'd love to, but I'm on a super tight budget. Because I mean, that's why I have the GoFundMe page, because I know I'm going to fall short of what I think I will successfully need to complete the trail, financial-wise. I have a mortgage for the first time. You know, I actually bought a home 2 years ago for the first time ever. Not giving that up. I waited a long time to own a home, so I guess technically the bank owns it. But so have a mortgage, have bills. So I have to leave enough behind for those to be paid. And then, of course, you have to have enough to fund the hike. And yeah, so and also to be unemployed for X amount of months. And so, you know, I'm going to get Nomad's health insurance. Whoa! Because you're supposed to be insured here in the States. They don't give you a lot of help with it, though, do they? What does the joke Canadians say about Americans? Greatest country in the world, just don't get sick. It's too true, man. So anyways, I'm kind of stuck locally training for the hike, which is fine. I mean, I've got a ton of places I can hike. Right here in my backyard in the cove. I can go a little bit further to Palm Desert. Whitewater's pushing it because it's a good 45 minute drive. Just because I'm counting everything. Every drop of gas, yeah, and food, you know, not eating out a lot or at all. You know, anything to help save until next year. And now I've got 1 less month to save because I have my start date kind of. I have a weird start date with a permit day, as you know if you watch that. So yeah, I really appreciate the invites, but I'm locked into this area until the start of the PCT in March. March! Okay, my arm's getting tired. I'm going to put this down. Trying to point out where I was. I want to say on the top of that, right there. This is as high as I got. I think it was like a couple hundred, or just 100 less than the top of the Boo Hoff. Those are some weary feet right there. Almost back to my car now. I almost lost one of my trekking poles in one of the ravines. It came out of my hand, so I like really quick did a scorpion move with the other trekking pole. I'm like, and caught it before it slipped any further and drug it back up. That would not have been fun crawling down that thing. Yeah. Anyways, coming up to the car. Talk to you in a second. Wow, I'm glad to be sitting down. So the countdown is on. If I end up keeping the date that I have for the permit, I'm still in triple digits before I actually step off, but close to double digits. It's crazy. Oh my God. So excited. I've started to make the to-do list because I don't want to be rushing around come January and doing a lot of these things. Yeah. I'm excited, and I just got to remember to get out here, continue to get out here every weekend and do a nice hike, because that's going to help me in the beginning. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the hike. I did. A little bit rougher than I anticipated. I wanted to make it further. It didn't happen. Yeah, it was a good workout to burn off all the stuff I ate yesterday during Thanksgiving. That's for sure. Pig out, but it was so good. How can you not? Well, I hope you guys had a great holiday and are having a great 4-day weekend. Some of the lucky people in our district get the whole week off. We don't. No. But you know what? I'm thankful for anything I get, because it gives me extra time to do hikes, long hikes, and still get stuff done at home. All right. You have a great rest of the 4-day weekend, and I will see you later with probably some gear or other news coming up in a bit. All right. You guys have a great one. I'll see you next time.